Hello everyone and welcome back to IHH Media After Dark. Now the audio might be a bit more janky than normal today. We're trying some new things out. Alright, let's see here. Our name is not Ralph, as everyone knows. Our name in these games are... Do I want it? Why won't you let me do anything? Okay. Whoa. Is there a go back button? Back. Back? This is weird. Am I missing something here? I guess I'll skip intro. You wake up on the floor of a large room, apparently built right into the hills. You should explore it to see what's here. A bookshelf in the corner catches your eyes. It may help you find where you are. Ralph is the main character. He has a strong physical attack, great defense, and will learn a variety of skills. Chapter 1. Blah, 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 blah. First catches sky. You pick out a book at random from the bookshelf. It seems to be a journal of the resident's last occupant. Curious, you sit down and start reading. You start reading the journal. The pages are yellowed, seemingly ancient. The invasion of the rebel province starts today. The Rattan Empire must cover the world. Morale is high. Everyone is expecting a quick fight against the backwards cowards who fled our land so long ago. The war goes well. We've taken the city that they call Iwan. The deserters are putting up a better fight than we thought they would, but they are no match for a full mighty proper. As we travel towards the far sea, I was ordered to lead a party to clear out a mage's tower. The mage seemed to have fled long before. As we were exploring, I found a golden ring. It called out to me, and when I put it on, I felt unbelievable. I think the ring is magical. I had found a colonist's daughter alone and took her. When I came, she came like no woman I've ever seen before. Oh, okay. You just know what you're doing. I was going to leave her in the dirt after. Oh. Okay, well, let's face it. Back in the day, people weren't as, let's just say, as decent as they are now. She begged me to let her be her master. Took another savage day and she begged me as a slave as well. Okay, so he's collecting a lot of women. The governor's wife seems to have some resistance to the ring. She screamed as loud as the last one, but wouldn't accept being my slave. I had to kidnap her and flee. Maybe I can hide in the coastal island. Oh, yep, not talking about that. There's page after page describing the soldier's sexual exploits and conquest. It seems that he rarely left the island after taking a few more women, content to have a harem of beautiful women as his slaves and playthings. The last entry, what a life I've had, but I can feel my time coming to an end. While the ring has granted me a life many times longer than a man has right to, it slowly ages but doesn't stop it. I feel exhausted as my body every time I wake. The last of my wives died years ago. I'm now just an old man alone on the island. Age has taken from me the pleasures of the flesh, and I have seen the entire world already. Time to remove the ring and see what comes next. Okay. Taking it, that's his dead body there. Right? You have a gun. Oh. I just slept with a skeleton. I didn't mean to sleep. especially with Scully. You find a small dungeon cell. The keys are still in the door. Okay. Nothing in the dungeon. Let's see what's here. You see a store filled with odds and ends. The rope is better than your ruined clothes, and the weight of the sword on your belt is reassuring. You find a surprising amount of bondage equipment as well. For like bandaging stuff, like if you have a wound or something. Found a sword, some less water-clogged clothes, and a handful of potions. Digging around further, you find a bag full of gold coins. You see a large kitchen, but very little food. Digging through the cabinets, you find some salted jerky. It looks very old, but still edible and calms your hunger. I guess we're going out into the world now. Let's do this. As you walk out of your hideout, the sun is dazzling, and you see that the island you're on is fairly small. To the south, you see another, not too distant island. To the north, you see a larger land that is much more distant. Nothing else anywhere. Along the southern beach, you see a small boat pushed onto the sand. Big enough to hold a small party, but small enough for you to handle by yourself, barely. You're confident that you can make it through the southern island. Guess we're going to the southern island. Oh, hello there. You see a young woman staring into the ocean as you paddle ashore. Seeing your ancient clothes and rough appearance, she runs up to you. Are you alright? Shipping the oars. You look back into the ocean. I've had better days, and I don't think I've ever feel safe on a boat again. You take a minute to get a good look at her. Wow, you're gorgeous. You stumble a little bit getting out of the boat. She reaches forward, grabbing your bare arm. You feel a tingle as she touches hers. Your skin touches hers, and she draws in a deep breath, her cheeks reddening. Thanks, sweetie. She smiles at you happily, not taking her hand off your arm. I wish my husband would say things like that to me. Where's your husband now? I need to talk to a man to get this straightened out. He left to go fishing a few days ago. He usually isn't gone for that long, but he's been staying out for longer and longer lately. Until nightfall, at least. Oh, my two options are to trick her or seduce her. Even better, the beach is empty, but if you attack her, she might run for safety. Your husband has been gone for a few days. Where did you last see him? I can help you find him. Please, I'm worried he may have hurt himself out on one of the islands. I have some potions back at my base that I was planning on using on my quest. You pause for a moment, but I can't show you where that is. Wait here and I'll try to find him. Quest? Secret base? Are you some kind of rat and agent? Not knowing what that is, you don't respond. I won't tell anyone where your base is, but I want to be there if he needs help. I'll do anything. You look into her eyes. You see her eyes are dilated and a blush on her face. Fine, but I cannot take the chance that you might tell someone where it is. I have to blindfold you if you want to come along. Blindfold me? You really must be one of them agents I keep hearing about. You notice that she is breathing faster and flush rising in her chest. Fine, but you have to help me find my husband. Reaching into your bag, you pull out a link of thick black cloth that you just happen to have on you. Reaching towards her, Donna keeps her arms, I guess that's her side now, wrapped arms at her side as you wrap over her eyes. Glancing down, you notice her nipples are poking out of her shirt. An odd detail you notice and take mental note to yourself. As you tie the blindfold behind her, you intentionally tie it extremely tight. Ow, not so tight. Instinctively, Donna reaches out to the knot behind her head. Stop! She quickly pulls her hands away from the blindfold. I cannot take the chance that you might take the blindfold. Put your hands behind your back. What? I promise I won't take it off, but I need to get going. No, I cannot take that chance. Either you put your hands behind you and leave, or I leave you here. You see Donna swallow, the flush rising further up her chest as her nose begins to flare. She puts her hands behind her back. Placing the handcuffs out of your bag that you just naturally have on you, you step behind Donna, taking an arm in your hands. You close the cuffs around her wrist. She doesn't resist as you handcuff her. Stepping back, you look at her, blindfolded and bound on the empty beach. As you grab an arm to lead her back to the boat, Your hand touches her bare flesh. You hear a suppressed moan. Realizing that she wasn't lying to you, you bring your other hand into the small of her back and guide her to the boat. As you begin rolling to your island, Donna breath quickens. Can you at least tell me your name? What's your quest? This is so exciting, meeting a ratting agent on my little island. My name, Rafaela. As to my quest, you'll find that out when the time is right. Possibly after this commercial. She's drunk? We're helping her home.
If this is like any porno I've seen, this is not helping her home.
Did we roofie her?
Yeah, so drunk.
She is completely passed out.
So this could only go one of two. Well, okay.
Maybe we're just...
it's a couch and he put her...
No, it's a bed.
Well, he put her to bed, so...
The more I look at you, the more I think you can be an asset to it. Donna smiles at the compliment. As the boat reaches your island, you take Donna's arm and lead her off the boat. This time she cannot suppress her wanton moan. Smelling her musk, you can tell that she's aroused. Just another talent you happen to have as a ratting agent. Her large breasts rise and fall as she breathes heavily. You see her nipples tenting in her shirt. Long legs coming from beneath her short skirt and in sandals. Let's hurry, I want to find him. You laugh. Ha 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 ha, your husband. You let yourself be blindfolded and handcuffed by a strange man alone on the beach. I think that you wanted something other than to find him. Reaching forward, you take one of her breasts in your hand. Donna gasps as you touch her. No, don't touch me. This isn't what I want. Despite her protest, you feel her chest thrust forward, pressing her breast into your palm. You catch her erect nipple between your fingers. I want to find my... Whatever Donna is saying is lost in a deep groan as you begin rolling her nipple between your fingertips. Her mouth snaps shut as she tries to keep herself from reacting to your deft touch. No. I think this is exactly what you want. You continue to tweak her nipple as you lean forward. Lonely housewife, distant husband, and a handsome stranger with an aura of mystery. I can smell your musk from here. Donna begins to shake her head. Teeth still clenched shut. No, let's check. You continue playing with her nipple as your other hand descends lower. You feel the smooth skin of her thighs. You begin your hand under her skirt. I might need to edit this part. Yep, not going to read none of that. Just as I thought. You're soaked. You want me to do this. Donna can't keep herself silent as you put... Yep. Yeah. Now you're doing things. All right. Oh, you're going to tease her. Before she does her thing, you stop. No, please, don't stop. I'm so close, don't stop. She whimpers in frustration. Okay. She's asking nicely. Call me master, and I'll let you do those things. She gives in. Yep, things are happening. You made her happy. Oh. Now, you're both trying to be happy. Oh, now you're both not happy, and you take off her blindfold. She wants to come with you. Apparently she's my slave. Now I have to go out and capture more women. Donna is the first slave you captured. While she may be beautiful, she can do more than keep you company in bed. Major slaves can fight with you in combat and help you complete quests. Don't forget to talk to your slaves in base. You don't want them to sleep alone. You spend a few minutes talking to Donna, figuring out her skills. She's a local healer, tending to anyone who gets injured in town. She also knows how to fish and sail. Okay. Oh. You walk in the village. Looks like a simple, poor fishing village. There are a few people around, but nobody seems particularly interested in you. As you walk past an alleyway, a lady storms out. She doesn't seem to have noticed you at all, and you two bump into each other. She gasps as she falls to the ground. Springing back to her feet, she stares at you with fury. Watch where you're going, fishmonger. You nearly broke my arm with your clumsy plotting and your beautiful clothes. Then you got my beautiful clothes filthy. With the amount of you peasants pay me to come out into your dirty village and sing to you, you'd think you'd show me proper respect. In a huff, she storms off. There's too many people around here with nothing to do. Oh, I guess she's not talking. You feel down his breast, brush back, and lean closer. That's Samantha. She's the best singer I've ever heard. But she's really stuck up and expensive. Twice a year, everyone splits the cost of a performance. As you watch Samantha stalk off, you decide that you might need to arrange for a private performance. You're either a traitor or not welcome here. We're happy with things just the way they are. The last thing we need is a bunch of strangers mucking up our little nice village, say? See what this old lady wants? Samantha, dear, this sure is a haughty woman. I'd love to see her brought down a notch, but her voice is just so beautiful. We pay to see her come to our village twice a year to sing. It's much nicer out here. No one cares who you are, where you're from, or what part of the world your great-grandfather was born. Just us and the fish. Oh. Was Granddaddy born somewhere? Ooh. Who's this? Buy a drink or get out. I don't have time for chatter. Well, where do I go to buy a drink then? I want to buy a drink. Yeah, let me buy a drink. Or I'm just going to go up in your house. Can I? The innkeeper, talk to the innkeeper for... I tried to talk. Oh, do I buy a drink here? Am I not allowed to buy a drink? Okay. The entire tavern seems to be entranced by Samantha's singing. You think it's fine, but you've heard far better. Looking her over, you decide she would make a fine addition to your harem. As you start to approach where she's singing, a bouncer interrupts you. Leave her alone, buddy. We all have to pool our money to afford our rates, and we don't want songs interrupted. I was just going to compliment her, that's all. It can wait. You tell him as you take a step back, hands raised to defuse the situation. He nods and returns to his spot on the side. You think you could take the bouncer, but trying to start a fight and then take her in the middle of the tavern is entirely bad. You leap down into the bar and you think of a plan. You sit at the bar and buy a pair of beers for the bartender to watch Samantha sing. Feel Donna press up against you and speak quietly near. You want her. You nod, speaking quietly enough so only Donna can hear. She's attractive and skilled. She'd make an excellent slave, but I can't just take her in front of everyone. This is her last night here, master. Wait, let me get back in her voice. It's her last night here, master. What have you planned to be done soon? You look around the bar and you see that the bartender is overwhelmed and it seems the entire village is here. Donna leans closer, speaking quietly, so... You want her, miss. So, you want... Absolutely, she's beautiful and at least somewhat talented, but there's no way I could take her. Like I said, this is her last night. Tomorrow, Lois will be taken back to the mainland. I know Lois well. He courted me when I was single. I choose another man, but we're still friends. I might be able to convince her to let you take her to Ireland instead. And when she's alone with us on the boat, we can take her... And when she's alone with us on the boat, we can take her away from anyone that might hear her calling for help. Good plan, Donna. You're turning into a good slave. Donna grins proudly at the comment. As a reward, good slave. I reward good slaves well. Donna brings you Lewis. Hey, Lewis. I want you to meet my Ralph. Yeah, I have something we want to talk to you about. Lewis eyes you wearily. Why aren't you with your husband, Donna? And who's this stranger? It isn't right that you're with another man now that you belong to someone else. Donna's eyes flare in anger. My husband never owned me. And he never is enough of a man to claim me like that. And Ralph, using a stranger, he's down a pause trying to think of something. You think quickly. I'm Ralph, a shipwright from the mainland, and I've come to this island to see if any of you might be interested in buying a few of the smaller ships for your fishing. Lewis looks at you strangely. A shipwright? That seems pointless considering how often the storms smash them. And our boats serve us well enough. We don't need any outside help. Your boats do seem well made, yes, and I am afraid that my trip here may have been a waste, but I might be able to make something of it. Donna tells me that you're taking Samantha back tomorrow. Yeah, that I do. That takes me away from my fishing for 2 days. She can sneer at me, complain about my boat until she finally gets bored and sleeps. But the gold is a boon. I'm a huge fan of hers, and I don't know that she'd be here. I'm heading back to the mainland tomorrow myself. I'd be honored to take her with me. I'd even pay you the gold that she's would have. Lewis shrugs and nods. You and him have the hand in the gold. Blah, blah, blah. We set it up. What a beautiful voice from you. Yeah. Okay, now what do I do? Wait, where's my slave? Wait, now, whoa. I missed what was the last part I'm supposed to do. Go to the bathroom? No? Samantha won't be ready to meet you until the following day, so you might as well get a room. Oh, who did I talk to about getting a room? Yes. Up. Yep. Another edit. All right. We'll find out about what to do with Samantha next time on IHH Media After Dark.